Indescribable 1981. Again with another video. You know, I was just contemplating and reflecting on how we point fingers at each other in society. And a lot of us really just haven't been working on ourselves. That's all it's about. We can say men need to do this or women need to do that. But how many men actually doing stuff to take care of themselves? How many women doing stuff to take care of themselves? You got people out here talking about women should be feminine and men should be masculine, but they probably was never taught this. Probably didn't have no one in their life to teach them femininity or masculinity. But it's not like a man or a woman can't grow up and learn from other mature parties or other elders. You're never too old to learn something new, man or woman. And you never too know it all where you can't learn nothing new because you feel like you got it down pat. And that's the beautiful thing I love about God. We always try to explain God to others, and it always come up as if we can never say enough about God, you know? And I realize it is true. To live forever means to always have more than enough and still don't know how much more there is because it's totally immeasurable. It can't be measured. And that's how it is when you're a child of God. Everything is inexhaustible, meaning you never run out. It's always there. So if I continuously focus on myself and think the right things, there's a lot of things that can happen inside me because I've been working on myself. It's why it's important to take away and pull away things in your life that you don't need. Because then when you pull away and take away everything, then you can get down to the center of or the heart of the matter and be like, okay, this I don't need in my life. That I don't need in my life. But this here is what I truly am. And this over here is what I am not. So you find out who you truly is when you take away the things in life that's added on to you. You don't find out who you is by adding on to more BS and more blockages and adding on to more and more of the dumb shit you think you know it all. But it's more so taking away things out your life to show you what's really for you and what's really not. That's why they say sometimes when you around people or you in your group of friends that you know, you can't see who's who. You don't know who's plotting or who's doing what because everybody is up under each other. Nobody knows. But when you pull away and step way back and look at everybody and then everybody else behind everybody else, you start to realize what reality really showing you. So emotions, voice tone, stories, make-believe, situations that people tell you when they want to manipulate you or gaslight you. All these are tactics. All these are tactics that people use when they can't get what they need in life. So there is a such thing as trying too hard and doing too much to try to force a rock to become soft. That's too much. And I understand, sometimes out here we think that we can fight enemies or we can do this or do that. But it is true. The real enemy is the enemy inside yourself. How you feel about yourself. You know what I mean? Because if I'm fighting things inside myself and then I come out here in the world and then I drive crazy or act aggressive or bully people and force my way through the world because shit ain't moving like I want it to move. A lot of people self-sabotage because the situations where a person needs to be patient at, they losing their damn mind because they can't wait. They need it now. These are the people that rush, crash, and burn, commit suicide, and they die early because they thought they had something and they rushing to get it, and it wasn't even about all that. It probably was just a test for them to see, will y'all ignore your emotions, or will you just understand your emotions and keep on doing what you're doing? Because you got people out here running around now, man, like, you don't know whether they coming or going, and you can see people. I see men and women do it, especially when they drive, and I see people look like they don't know where they going. Then they turn, and then the signal going the other way, they going the opposite way. I'm like, well, damn, you could just look at the world. Like, you don't even have to blame nobody for nothing. A lot of people doing shit to themselves. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people doing shit to themselves. And for the people out there that's not taking care of themselves, you can't get upset when you see somebody on your same level, your same age, taking care of themselves, and y'all sitting up here not taking care of y'all self and think y'all supposed to be obligated or entitled to good compliments from others when y'all don't even compliment y'allself and tell y'allself y'all love y'allself until y'all got a friend that's receiving all the love because they love theyself and that shit radiating back from them through others. You got the same access to do the same, and then you ain't doing it. Then you get jealous. Everything happening in this world is not because of nobody else but you. You make these things that way. I'm saying this because I know in my life it's things that I was overlooking that I didn't see, and I made a lot of things the way that they are. You got people in this world that go through so many bad experiences, they can't go out in public unless they go with a friend or a family or a relative. Reason being because they scared of the world. They done been through too much. But the shit people commit suicide for, that's the shit a lot of us, people like me, we done got over that shit. You got people still holding on to stuff from 14, 13, their parents did. And you mean to tell me ain't no such thing as letting shit go with y'all? Wow, even the bird got to get out the mama nest and go fly and find their own nest. Why you can't pull away from the past shit? You got people out here still stuck in the past on one motherfucking memory, bad memory. That fucked their whole life up the next 30, 40 years. One fucking memory they ain't let go of. So imagine the people out here that got so many people that done wrong against them. These the ones out here driving on the road every day, mad, road rage. They mad at every new thought passed through their mind of each person in their life they know adds on to more of their anger. And then they acting it out here. And a lot of people are acting out their anger and their rage, because God allowing these bad spirits to get into these people. You live in a wicked life, you become a magnet to wicked spirits, and God gonna let the wicked spirits, hey, use you. Because you ain't doing nothing that's good towards the greater cosmic good for love, to keep pushing life forward. A lot of people out here really self-sabotaging and pointing fingers like everybody else is the reason or take the fault because of what they do to themselves. That don't have nothing to do with us. That's why the kingdom of the heaven is on the inside, in a sense that everybody out here carrying their own world inside of them. Mind, thoughts, emotions, and all of that. So everyone out here is dealing with their own universe going about their day. We all communicate with other people throughout our day, employees, co-workers, relatives, strangers, ourselves, animals, pets, children. And it's like life ain't nothing but everything happening all at once. And we participating in it. It's just you have people that participate in life that get stuck. When life is something way beyond being stuck. Life is limitless. And there's so many things in this eternal life that we go through, we get attached to. Now, if we children of the Creator, and the creators are our eternal creators, meaning they never die, they always immortal, then we as children of the Most High, we need to be the same way. Because a lot of us, we tend to get attached and hold on to things. I don't know what they doing. we tend to get attached and go through things that, you know, we think that's all our life is about. Holding on to this or holding on to that. Life shouldn't be about holding on to offenses or bad memories or things that people did to you that kind of scarred you emotionally. You know what I mean? When you can learn to just go through life and live like nothing ever happened to you before and love like you ain't never been hurt before, then you get to a point where people who don't have no type of support in their life or no type of example of encouragement or being strong, going through the time of weaknesses, they'll have some type of example through you. That's why they say, you know, the Creator have messengers. Messengers don't necessarily have to give messages through words and thoughts and speaking all the time like I'm speaking to y'all. But a messenger can also be a person that come into your life that's quiet, silent. They probably never speak or say anything. It could be a deaf person, a blind person. And you see how life treat them and they moving and they functioning. Like then you look around and be like, I never really learned that until I seen a deaf person or somebody over there be the example to teach me that. So anyways, you know, I'm the type, I know where to put my attention at in life. And a lot of times, look at that, she's just sitting there looking. You put your attention on stuff in life, just, I tell you, man, sometimes I look at some women, it be seeming like a lot of them, they be just as horny as the men do. You know, y'all, when I be out here doing my little videos, I don't try to edit nothing, you know, it's just blood raw. It's just how I am. But everywhere I go, man, like I say, I get stared at. Women be looking, and some of them be looking so hard, I see out the side of my eye. The car be stalling. Men and women do it. Jealousies, lusting, it be different reasons. They like your light, I don't know. But a lot of people do it, and when they do it, I be like, I don't know if they know that I know that they're watching me, but I'm watching them, and I'm laughing because as I'm watching them watch me, they not watching themselves and the fact that they can't drive their cars because they focus so heavy on me. And then they get blowed at, and I'll be walking and laughing about it. So when you know in your life what you truly are not what you are, but when you know in your life what you truly are not, then you can get down to the core of what you truly are. And you will start to see from your core everything around you, people, places, and things. They just things showing up in your life situation. They just things showing up in your living situation and your lifespan, just to let you know where you stand in life. So for example, if I go through a situation in life that was impossible for another person, they may not never see a way out. They may not never even come across a person like me ever in their life. But if in a particular moment they get into a situation that they don't even know about, a situation that they don't even know that they needed to know about, knowledge that they didn't even know that they needed to know that was important. This is usually when people change their lives because one person came and enlightened them to something that they never, ever, ever knew. They always say, you know, if you're going to hang around people your same age, make sure they're mature and that you can learn something from each other. Because you have a lot of people out here hanging around their same age group, especially young people, and they don't know shit. You got some young people out here that have old souls, and then they have friends, classmates, or family members who are around their age that are immature, and they're around the same age. So when they say age don't matter when it comes to maturity, it don't. Because when you're born and you're born with a certain type of nature, that's the unique type of nature you're born with. It's not like you're going to transform your own nature to be like somebody else. Everybody got their own way of doing things, their own type of typical nature. So when you can tap into your own nature for what you truly are, and you can't compare it with nothing else or no one else or nobody else, then you start to see life for what it is. There's no such thing as being stuck. There's no such thing as being limited. There's no such thing as being cock blocked. There's no such thing as being held back. There's no such thing as blaming others. It all has to do with what you see your reality as. Do you see your thoughts, your words, your emotions as reality? Or do you see a moment of silence and watching and observing life, the true moment of reality? See, this way it goes where your focus and attention goes. It's easy for people to focus on an object. When you're out here in the world looking at birds, trees, cars, people, these are objects that are easy to focus on, people, places, and things. But what do you call it when you're trying to put your attention on something that's unseen and going to continue to be unseen? That's difficult to put your attention on something that can't be seen. But just the fact of the matter that a lot of things in life happen on their own, even how you see things happens by itself. You never really lose out. It's just the fact that you have to unattach from the things that you know and learn to see things with the eyes of a child. But when you can see things with the eyes of a child, you never judge, you never really criticize, you never really hold on to things or stay attached. You're always in tune with new things happening. And nobody could ever pull a wool over your eyes and try to convince you of anything in life, because once you're already convinced of true reality and what life really about, it's almost as if you are millions of years ahead of others who don't know these simple things and truths that right up under their noses. And because they've been taught to focus on the wrong things instead of the unseen, they wonder why they go through life and you have other people getting what they want in life with no problem whatsoever, no stress and no strain. And then they have a hard time learning from those people that they're jealous of in life, because they don't know how to be still, be patient, focus on the unseen reality, hooked on the physical, don't know exactly how to move with everything and anything happening seen and unseen. This world here is confusing to a lot of people, believe it or not. But those who know their soul and know their self, they're breezing right through this world like it ain't nothing, like it's a piece of cake. So back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video. We point fingers, we blame, we don't want to hold ourselves accountable. We go through life pointing fingers and blaming other people, places, and things for how we're growing in our life, and it have nothing to do with other people, places, and things. Your life growth has a lot to do with you. You have to be open to it and get out of your own way sometimes. How many people stand in their own way, trip over their own foot? How many people block their own blessings? How many people push love away because they don't have love in themselves or even know how to nurture themselves? People do these things all day, every day. And then they wonder why their life running in circles and it's no way out. The way out is you. You just blocking you. But you don't know that. And sometimes when life gets that far, you realize you can't save everybody. You can present the knowledge to them that'll help free them, but they have to actually embody that knowledge and use it. There's a lot of things that I've learned from others. And it was simple advice, simple knowledge. So simple a child could do it. And I started to practice simple knowledge and things I was learning. You learn it, you practice it. You learn it, you practice it. Outside of other people learning a whole bunch of shit, but they ain't never practiced nothing and did nothing from what they learned. And you look like something different because of the practice that you put into what you learn. The people who ain't practiced nothing or put nothing into existence that they learn, these are the ones that it look like they going somewhere, but then you see them sit down to themselves and they get into a moment of silence or everything good, and you'll start to see them cut up about things that they haven't done yet or complain about stuff that they still haven't come to grips with yet. So it's still more they got to work on, even if they look like their life together. You'll be surprised how many people out here look like their life together and they got shit they got to work on. Think about it. If I got all the money in the world and I'm good, what more do I need to worry about if I know I have a good heart with the money? You got people out here who got money, millionaires. They always got someone that they got to pay. They always got a bill they got to pay. They always got a desire to go to a new country that they haven't been to before. So it's always something that they doing. But you never heard about a person who's a billionaire, millionaire, just sitting the fuck home and enjoying life on their own turf. They always somewhere traveling, getting involved with something. You know, getting into new ideas or bringing in more money and stuff like that. You know, I see people in this world who you think that they're spiritual and enlightened because they got all the money in the world, or they just don't fuck with too many people. And a lot of times it don't even be that case, because you don't want to pull away from people in society and be a loner. Like, you supposed to live in the mountains and it's just you, God, and your spirituality. We supposed to go throughout the world and, you know, meet people, places, and things, and feel vibrations and see shit transform and work on our souls amongst other souls. Because this is why we all here. We all doing something. But the main thing is working on ourselves. So working on self is something that's way more important than pointing fingers and blaming others. Pointing fingers and blaming others is the easiest shit to do as far as scapegoating. Trying to use something as a scapegoat from focusing on yourself. So if there's anything like people could take from me or learn from me as y'all grow in this journey for y'allself, doing these videos, is if you learn how to focus and get your life better for you, not for me, because I'm telling y'all in the videos, not for your mama, not for your daddy, not for God. When you can learn how to focus on your life and get better for yourself, and you can see the progress and you can see the change after watching my videos, then I feel like these videos have done their job, because you can't hold a person's hand all the way through their life. Even your child have to let your hand go when they get a certain age. And it come a point in time where it's attachments to attitude, attachments to habits, and attachments to people, places, and things that we can't get attached to in life. Because how will we know these experiences exist if we let go of the attachment to this experience and now we're fresh and clean for another experience? You do this by living life and letting shit go. And you do this by focusing on yourself. Because if you got a problem with attachments to people, places, and things, then that simply means that you got to work on yourself as far as attachment. Because people don't always have to be attached to a person and you see them all out of order because they're so attached and insecure. People are attached to certain ways of thinking that's harming them, and because they don't let go of it, they always keep creating the same piece of shitty ass results in their life. When all it is, you just got to change a thought. One particular thought that you're thinking. Mustard seed of faith. Small ass thought. One step forward. A tiny change. A subtle movement in a different direction. And your whole life will change just from that. And it be so simple that people make it difficult. And it ain't that damn difficult, y'all. Love y'all. Confirmation. Screen lit up.